So this is the first iteration of the game that I built. It was called Starve Again back then. Bad name, I know. And as you can see here from the repetitive tiling, there's not a lot going on in the world. The detail meshes are all very much the same. It just looks a bit bland. Squared like wolf placeholder there. The character model's a placeholder. The UI is terrible. But it is it's a first pass. Like, this was literally just me building the mechanics out to the game and getting it ready, like player ready. But you can see here, the UI is terrible. It's quite literally a placeholder. It's everything on here was placeholder. Even the sprites were drawn very, very quickly, scribbled, in fact. So this was the second one. I did a different AI image for the front, which actually hurt my development more than anything. So, but you can see I've changed the texture, I've changed the models a little bit. Did a full sprite repass on this one, so every single sprite was redrawn and touched up and done a lot more professionally than before. And then this, after speaking with Artie online, he advised me that I really need to do like a much better menu scene and opening to the game and have a bit of an art pass. So I wrote my own shaders. Unity's URP built-in post processing can only go so far, but you'll see when we get into the main game, when the lighting comes into effect, what that actually does. Because I did like a luminescence pass and then a 3-tier Sobel Outlines, and wrote my own water shader, which was a first and difficult, but got there in the end. You'll see that. But you can see here the grass it's a much nicer colour. The other grass blends in with it. Needs some work, needs some more work still. I've got another grass texture that I'm going to be using, and I've got to change the colouring of all the other textures of like the grass and that to match it slightly, but hopefully that colour theory, once it's in, is going to be a lot more poppy. You can see the wolf models and prefabs have changed. I've used the same Cinti models across the entire project, so every physical 3D model is paid for and comes from the same continuity of artwork. And you can see the Sobel Outlines a little bit more on like the rocks and the tops of the trees. Gives it a bit more pop, makes it cartoony. It's supposed to be, that's intended. I don't want it to be dark and realistic, I want it to be cartoony. You can see I did the menu here. This is the UI changes that I was talking about. It needed doing. And I'm quite happy with the way it's turned out. It took a little while to get them in, but they're all there now. Backpacks are a thing. Lots of different crafting options, building options. And you'll see in a second with the water, the shader that I made, I'm not 100% happy with it yet, but it's really nearly there. And you can see with the light and the shadowing there going up the tree and the different tiers of circles coming off of the fireplace, that's the shaders doing their work, they're doing their job. It does look great, I think. And yeah, there with the lines, not 100%, but more coming soon.